morning. Now, there are loads of ways to spend your morning and start your day, but there's one way to go when it comes to TV shows, you know, in the morning.
And we don't want to brag, but, you know, Wake Up Nigeria takes it all because we honestly do go the extra mile to make sure that you have fun.
Yes, sir.
Just sitting on your couch in the house with a mug of coffee or
tea,
cocoa.
Or whatever it is you like to drink in the morning to keep warm.
Really nice and hot.
You just broke my flow. I was ready to
okay, sorry.
Okay, well, let's start again. This is a beautiful Wednesday morning. And even if it hasn't been beautiful so far, it's about to get better. It's not just for 1 hour. We're going to be here for an hour and 45 minutes. My name is Titilayo.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. To be with us on the move, if you need to go to work or whatever, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up at TVC Connect. Now, of course, for comments, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Remember, we still have our giveaways going on.
Yes, so.
And, so that's really, really important. Use that hashtag.
Very important.
Yeah.
Hashtag WakeUpNigeria. And today is Frozen Yogurt Day.
And if you are a lover of
yogurts,
whatever kind of yogurt it is, but frozen yogurt, we're very interested in who we have and what we have happening in the kitchen today. Something really special. Ehime Akindele, who is the CEO of Sweet Kiwi Yogurt, ladies and gentlemen. She's here with us and with MM in the kitchen.
Hi guys, good morning.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Welcome to the show, Ehime.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're wishing you all a World Happy Yogurt Day.
Yogurt Day.
Yeah. So we're going to be teaching you how to make yogurts on the show. You got to stay tuned for that one. I'm so excited about it.
that is one to learn. That is one to learn. That's something I've never done. I'm going to learn it today.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
looking forward
indeed.
to
But
that.
there's still so much more that we are going to be doing today.
Indeed. We're going to be having a performance very shortly, and that's coming from a pop musician.
Yes,
it's going to be nice. Looking forward to it. Really nice.
I am really, really interested in what's coming up after that. Now, do you actually read the labels on your food before buying and consuming them? Do you know how important they are? We'll be having a conversation with Nitya Polur. Now, she's a nutritionist and she'll be explaining what we need to know.
And from that healthy conversation, we will move on to getting also your relationship to a healthy state. Temi Tokwe Imo of True Talk with Temi Tokwe will be talking to us about if love is always enough in a relationship. Wow.
Is love enough?
Yeah, throwing some money in there.
Really?
And it's
Yomi?
perfect, you know, love and money.
That's a conversation. Now, Together for Needs Initiative is a not-for-profit organization, and they're holding a charity food sale event. We have Oluwatosin Ishola joining us to tell us a lot more about that.
Yeah, from that, we'll move on to something the ladies are sure to love. The CEO of Le Chic Salon, Adenike Iwashikon, will be joining us for a DIY on achieving the butterfly mermaid braid.
Butterfly mermaid, that's like, I don't know, butterfly and mermaid together?
Yeah.
Really?
Butterfly effect.
The way they name things these days. Then we have Nigerian Afro-pop artist coming up, the amazing Humble Smith will be in the studio.
Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. I'm watching. Osinachi, I'm no kwa. Osinachi, one name man. Osinachi, I'm watching. Osinachi, mama. Osinachi, Osinachi.
Okay. Oh,
So I almost married an Osinachi.
what?
Okay,
What does
so
that
what
mean?
happened? No, that's like the person's name, goodness.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what
I don't
was talking
understand what
about.
But you know, it's a predominantly male name, Osinachi.
No.
Yeah. It's actually born by more men than women.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
There
what
used to be
happened?
this Osinachi transport from
So
way
why?
back.
So why didn't you marry her?
That's a story for another day.
Well, there's loads of time. I think we have time.
I'm
We
married
have
now.
time.
I've been married for almost 10 years.
Yeah,
I
but
can't be
we
talking
have
about,
time.
no,
Like, don't
no,
you-
I'm
aren't
sorry.
you guys
It's funny
interested?
how many Yoruba guys I've spoken to that almost married Igbo ladies.
Yeah,
and they
well.
really
Okay.
like them too.
Yeah, my husband also almost did too. Yeah, I remember having to cook yellow gari for him for a while because he didn't want the white one. He wanted the one that Igbo women used to make. I was like, are you sure I'm not going to stop making this yellow gari for you?
No, but now he should be used to
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's just
something.
it's surface stuff, but really, it just goes to show that we are one nation.
Yes, indeed.
You know why I laughed at that, right?
Okay, so quick
I want
shout out to my cousin Shegun Alakiu, who's celebrating a milestone, and to Christiana Ajibade, a good friend of mine as
So
well.
milestones are 40, 50, or 60.
No, he's quite young, 25.
All right, okay.
Now, Christy is one of the few people that I can vouch for when it comes to getting a job. She was an intern here. She's one of the few interns I've worked with. In fact, I have 10 people on a list of people that if I have a production outfit, they're definitely working with me.
And
They
she's
just
one
need
of
to
them.
name their price,
And
and
she's one of them. Oh,
Because
Very
that
nice,
hard
very
work.
nice.
happy birthday to you.
All right, so here with me in the kitchen this morning is Ehime. And together we are celebrating World Frozen Yogurt Day. All right, great stuff happening. I'm so excited. Whoever thought that, you know, World Frozen Yogurt Day. And anyways, Ehime is the CEO of Sweet Kiwi Yogurt. And this morning, she'll be teaching us how to make yogurt. Not from the scratch, though, because she says like it takes a lot of process, right?
It's a long time. Takes a long
Yeah.
time.
But, okay, so what we're starting with?
So we're going to start with the yogurt. What we're going to be making today is some Greek yogurt this morning, or some
Greek
Greek
yogurt.
frozen yogurt.
Yeah, okay.
And then we're going to be making some granola to go with that to make an amazing breakfast. And we're
Okay.
going to be having Greek frozen yogurt with granola and strawberries.
Ooh, healthy.
Yes, it is.
And
very
yeah,
yummy.
Greek yogurt is quite healthy.
Yes, it's very
compared
healthy.
to like the other yogurt
Yes,
that we
it
have.
has more protein.
It has more protein. Yeah, so basically later on we're going to talk about, you know, different kinds of yogurts and which is healthier, which is a healthier option, basically. But so on your screen right there are the ingredients, people. So let's get to making our yogurt first, and then we'll move over to our granola, and because granola is quite
Yeah, it's a very interesting, very nice, healthy breakfast to
breakfast,
make.
yeah.
So we have like our filter water, we have our milk, we have our fresh yogurt. So the yogurt is made fresh. It takes about 2 days
Yeah.
to do the whole process from
Scratch.
milk. From milk, we take out the lactose, and it goes through like a whole process.
How do you take out the lactose from the milk?
So we introduce bacteria into the yogurt that ferments the milk and turns it into yogurt. So it starts from like a milk base, and then it processes into the culture base, which you see, which becomes thicker. And so when the bacteria is good bacteria, that's really good for your gut and
Okay,
really
so
good
what
for
you
your
buy
body.
bacteria.
Well, it's from, you can buy bacteria, or you can use yogurt that you've had in the past. So the yogurt already has
Bacteria in
bacteria,
it,
so you
so
just introduce that culture into a new batch of milk, and then it
Okay,
turns
so let's
into
just
yogurt.
start the process because it seems pretty rigorous. Okay, so
It is.
bacteria yogurt.
So we're gonna
okay.
add some fresh yogurt to
Okay,
our filtered
so
water.
Filtered water. Okay. Or you could just use water. So that you're like, oh yeah, filtered water, really? Okay, yeah.
Well, it's important to make sure that your water is clean and
Clean,
healthy
yeah.
and filtered.
True.
So this quantity of yogurt actually contains millions and millions of bacteria that's actually very good for your body. It helps aid your digestion. It helps your body process food better. It boosts your
food
immunity.
metabolism, yeah.
Yes, it does help your metabolism, and it helps you just process food better. We're
So
going
in
to do
here we
that.
have our yogurt. How
Yes.
old is this yogurt though?
This is about, so this just came out like yesterday, so
okay.
it's very, very fresh
Okay.
yogurt.
we're just
So we
gonna
have our
mix
mixer. We're going to mix what we just put in there.
Okay. And then when that is ready,
We're going to add
I can do
our,
that for you.
yes,
Okay.
yay.
Oh yeah, I'm making yogurt. I've never made yogurt before, so I'm making this for the first time, people, on World Yogurt Day. Ha 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 ha.
It's very
Yeah.
exciting, isn't it?
It
So while
is.
you
I am
mix that,
excited,
I'm going to
actually.
add the milk.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of milk.
Yeah.
though. So you keep
actually
whisking
fat-free
while
milk,
you're,
yeah.
while you're, okay. Fat-free milk. So you have to specifically ask for fat-free milk when you're making use of your yogurt. Okay, when you're making yogurt. So you whisk till it's smooth, right?
Yes.
Because that's what we're going for. So does it have to be thick?
Yeah, it is.
this
It's
some
thick yogurt.
consistency?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to keep whisking till it's thick.
No, we just keep whisking till it's properly mixed.
Oh, okay. So it looks
Until the yogurt is properly melted in,
okay.
to ensure that the bacteria gets in.
Okay, so it seems Ehime
every
doesn't
single
trust me with
bite.
this process. She keeps wanting to hold the whisk like, okay, I could do this, you know, I could do
No,
this.
no, no, you can do it. You're doing a great job. It looks really great. It
All
looks
right.
really
Oh,
smooth.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I'm just going to cry now. Wow.
It looks really smooth.
Okay.
It looks really great.
So what's next?
You're doing a great job. Yeah, so we're going to pour it over into the machine.
Okay.
It's properly, smooth.
It's good?
Yeah, it's
Or
great.
you need me to still keep my...
It's,
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay, so we're
Right,
just going to put
sure.
that into the machine.
Into a machine. We have our
And
yogurt
then-
maker over here.
Yeah.
So we're going to pour that in.
Okay.
And so what the process does is if you have yogurt, the yogurt we had earlier, you can actually eat that if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or if you can have it as a dessert, which is frozen yogurt. So you
Okay.
pour it into the machine and it adds the element of freezing and it turns it into the
yogurt,
swirly yogurt that you see.
All right, we're going to see that right after this, people. There's so much more on the show, especially you don't want to miss this yogurt process. Stay tuned.
You're welcome again. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's about time for our performance. Now, I've got BK. Yeah, BK is a Nigerian Afro soul singer, songwriter, and upcoming producer. He started at a very young age singing covers and drawing inspiration from artists like Luma, Tyrese, Tank, Fela, and so on. And now is going to be giving us a performance.
Yeah.
Is this your personal work?
Yeah, it is my personal work.
Okay, so
actually.
what is it called?
It's called Sikedi, Come Close.
Come close.
Yeah.
So Sikedi.
Sikedi.
Sikedi is Ibibio?
Ibibio, yeah.
Okay. What informed the song? What inspired it?
Yeah. Okay, I've been recording songs for a while now, and I just thought to myself, I don't have any song back from home. I'm from Akwa Ibom, so I don't have any song back from home. And I said, okay, why don't I tweak this one a little bit, take it back to the home, take it back home, yeah, how it all started back in the days. Like I'm going vintage on this song, blend of Afro and soul music.
But what
then
does
Ibibio.
the song Come Closer?
Yeah.
Is it a love song?
It's a love song, proper love song. Yeah, it's a love song. Yeah.
So we're not going to understand what you're singing. We just know it's Sikedi.
No,
Come
no, like
Closer.
it's a mixture of English
Okay.
and just the chorus is Ibibio, just the
Okay.
chorus, yeah.
So you said you've been doing music for a very long time.
Yeah, for
now.
a very long time.
When you say
time.
long, how long? From your mother's womb? As
Yeah.
usual?
Yeah, professionally, I've been doing music since 2007, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 2007, yeah, up till now. That's about a long time now.
Now, you're an upcoming producer. Why are you moving towards the production aspect? Is it because you feel there's more money to be made in production?
Not really, because I want to be able to make my own sound without, before I go to meet my producer, I want to make my own sound, create something before I go to meet
So
him.
he
Like,
just
okay,
has his
the
own
final
finesse.
touch, yeah. That's for me. I don't intend to produce for people,
So
just for
looking
me.
forward to 5 years, BK, a big artist,
Producer,
gang.
big artist.
He's more
Oh, shit,
into the
balance.
production aspect, I see. All right, so I'll let you do CKD for us
All right, thank
alongside
you.
your guitarist.
Yeah, Jaspers. So. Mama feel, yeah, your love amazing. I know we're destined. It hits me hard, it makes all my decisions steady. You love me daily, no need for maybes. I'm falling and I'm staying to the end. Sikedi mami, oh baby, Sikedi mami, oh. Sikedi mami, oh baby, Sikedi mami, oh. Say you no get issues, and I found your love in you. Sikedi mami, oh baby, Sikedi mami, oh. Woyo, 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 woyo. Woyo, woyo, Your voice is soft, it calms my doubts. I can't say no when I'm looking in your eyes. You are like music, lyrics and rhythm. I know that this love song will last. Sikedi mami, oh baby, Sikedi mami, oh.
mommy, oh, oh, oh. You know guilty issues, and I found your love in you. Security mommy, oh, baby. Security mommy, oh. Whoa, 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 oh. You made a lot to me. This your love I never see before. I can't cry. Oh, I can't cry. Security mommy, oh baby. Security mommy, oh. Security mommy, oh baby. Security mommy, oh, oh. You know get issues, and I found your love in you. Security mommy, oh baby. Security mommy, oh.
That was an amazing performance. Thank you so much. You have a fantastic voice as well.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you.
Security mommy, I feel like dancing. But hey, we have to head over to the garden now because Yomi is on standby with the nutritionist. You don't want to miss this one.
All right, so I've got here with me Nadia Couleur, who's she is a nutritionist.
Yes.
And she's going to be talking to us about the things we should look for with regards to food labels, and also when you pick up your drinks and whatever it is when you go to the store. So, and healthy alternatives of food, right?
Yes.
So now to talk to us about why it's so important for us to look out for the right kinds of ingredients in the label.
You know, it's so tricky nowadays because whenever you go to the supermarkets, everything is labeled. Everything is slapped with like fat-free, gluten-free.
And it's always tiny things,
Exactly,
yeah.
and then they charge you a bomb for that. Yeah. So I think that's why very important to make smart choices for your whole family, just so that you understand more of what is going into your system.
Right.
And at the same time, you know that you're not feeding your kids just preservatives and colors.
Right.
Because there's so many of them who say, who go on telling us about being sugar-free, but they've got other names of sugar, like we were discussing.
Yeah,
you know? There's sneaky ways of adding sugar to the food.
So they just write sucrose, right?
Exactly, or maltose, or high fructose corn syrup.
Right.
So all of these are like there are 30 different names of sugars that are put in these packages, and it's not even mentioned in the label sometimes. So what we're going to do today is try and understand how to basically read a label properly, and especially if you're on a weight loss plan.
All right. So let's go straight and talk about the different things that we've got here. So
we've got orange juice.
Orange juice, yeah.
We've got like a yogurt drink, and we've got a diet soda.
All right.
So basically, we're going to first try and understand what a label consists of. I'm sure, and I always tell my clients, please go beyond packaging, because I think we're so flown by the packaging that we just don't turn the product to see what it's actually got.
Written it.
Yes, exactly, the ingredients. For example, this one has just got the basics, but the first thing that you should look for is the serving size. You know, there is a big bag of chips, you've got to eat how much the serving size is, otherwise you're going to go really up on calories.
Exactly.
So even if that's the best food, the healthiest food, if you eat a lot of it, it's obviously not going to help you. So the next thing that's really important, especially if you're on a weight loss plan, is sodium. Did you know that salt and sodium are not the same?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know,
assumed, okay, I just assumed that it was.
Because salt is basically sodium chloride, and sodium is a chemical which is put in food to increase the shelf life. And sodium directly shoots your BP and diabetes. So there are many products that are tasting amazing and tangy, those chips, you know, and then they've got a lot of sodium. So it's not the best thing for your heart.
So it's not the salt now, it's the sodium.
It's the sodium, exactly. So whenever you're looking for foods, especially salad dressings, they add loads of sodium because they want to increase the shelf life. Pickled foods, canned foods, all of that has got a lot of sodium. You're not looking for anything more than 120 milligrams.
But a lot of these canned foods are cheap, so
exactly.
And of course, with lots of sodium, you can keep them for a longer time in the house.
I think somewhere we have given into convenience, but at the same time, just by giving into convenience, we've increased our hospital bills. So you know, it's that. What you it's basically about what you want to choose.
Right. Okay, so let's so we're talking about fruit juices here.
Yes.
And here we've got yogurt. But talk to us about this.
Yeah, so basically, let's just take this fruit juice. Like you see, they've just put a measuring tape, which is quite a good marketing gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
And people just fall for it thinking it's great for weight loss. But no, it isn't.
And sometimes they just write 100% juice. And,
I know.
But it actually contains...
It contains a lot of flavoring and sugars. So in this one, it's got around 11 grams of carbs. 11 grams of carbs means, and that too in like 100 ml. And this is 300 ml. So that means it's got 33 grams of carbs, which comes up to about 120 grams.
So it's all about the marketing. So it's not really what's inside.
Inside it.
Yeah. Really,
yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you're looking at the portions, just make sure that you multiply it according to what the product
the
is.
volume.
Exactly.
Exactly like what you were saying about the bag of chips. So here we've got sweetened yogurt.
Yeah, so sweetened yogurt, I know it's quite popular, and but over here, like I was saying, if you look at this, I think you'll feel everything's okay, right?
Right.
Strawberry concentrate is basically made by adding more than 5 chemicals to it and storing it without oxygen for 1 whole year. So
any kind of concentrate?
Any kind of concentrate. It's not fresh. So the way they make the concentrate is such that it stays for a longer time. So just make sure that when you read words like concentrates and syrups, it doesn't mean that it's just heated strawberries.
All right, so very quickly now, because we've got very little time left. This is soda.
Oh yes. So this says free of sugar. But just over here you see sweetness added to it. So it's got aspartame, which basically increases again it increases your BP, it increases your weight, it increases your abdominal fat. So yeah, so be very careful. I suggest if you want to go for sodas, go for the plain sodas instead of diet.
Okay, so let's do another 1 minute.
Yes.
So you've got some labels here.
Yes.
So what are the things that you want to do with this? So with regards to...
So yeah, you know, I just want to stick these just so that you know that there is a healthy alternative. Instead of juice, just have fresh fruits. The simpler, the cheaper.
All right, then this.
And that's just plain yogurt. Instead of flavored yogurt, you could always go for plain yogurt. And that is my favorite. It really tastes amazing. You have to try it.
I will. So Zobo and soda.
Yes, right there.
Instead of buying your regular soda in a can and all of that. Thank you so much, Natia. We can see you on Instagram at where?
So my Instagram handle is NITYAHULLUR. You can find all of this there and I can help you out.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, that's about all that we can take for this segment. We're going to take a break now and we'll be right back with more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Now it's time for our relationship discussion. In the studio, we have Temitope Imo. She is joining us to answer this question. Is love ever enough? Now, she is the face behind True Talk with Temitope, and that's an amazing brand. And her goal is to help couples build and maintain healthy relationships. I've been, you know, really looking forward to this conversation.
I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome, welcome.
Good morning.
So, is love ever enough to sustain a relationship?
Okay, so I would like to take it from this perspective. You can't discount the impact of love. It is very important.
Okay.
However, love on its own would not sustain your relationship.
Okay.
Okay. I said that I would look at it from the angle of single people and married people. Okay. For every single person, the decision to spend the rest of your life with someone, you can't base it only on the fact that you love this person.
Okay.
There are other factors that you have to consider. Okay, because really, well, love can be one-sided. What if you are in love with someone that does not love you in return? What if you are in love with someone that will batter you? What if you are in love with someone that has anger issues? Okay, what if you are in love with someone that you don't even trust? Are you going to sustain that relationship just on love alone? So there are a lot of questions that you can ask. For example, there are issues with compatibility as well. Okay. I tell people not to ignore the compatibility of, there's physical compatibility, there's spiritual compatibility, there's mental compatibility. Okay, those are things that you cannot ignore. What if your values don't align and you really love this person? Sometimes it might just mean that you love each other, right? And it's not one-sided, but your values don't align. Okay. You know, what if he's an excessively or she's an excessively jealous person? All those things are questions that you need to consider as a single person.
Okay. But what about for someone who's already married? Now, There are a lot of people who have gotten married through arranged marriages.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people who probably married someone because they just saw on the outside, you know, that they looked the part of the husband or of the wife. So at that point, maybe they've started to grow to love that person gradually.
Yes.
But is that love enough to sustain it?
So, you know, I said I was going to separate it into single and married people. Yeah. So for a marriage relationship, the situation is kind of different. Okay. You are in that relationship already. And as much as possible, you want to try to build that relationship. Okay, so let's say you kind of ignore those things that you're supposed to look at for when you were single and you're experiencing some difficulty in your marriage. The first thing is not for you to just pack your things and get out, except in the situation of physical abuse. Okay. In the case of physical abuse, you need to separate yourself from that situation, you know, because you really need yourself alive, you know. And then the other exception that I put is the case of depression. Some people are just very depressed in that marriage relationship that they are not even useful to themselves, you know, and then they're damaging their mental health, they're damaging their emotional health because of the situations around that marriage relationship. I advise that you separate yourself. No, you need to build yourself, you need to build your self-esteem, you need to get to love yourself for yourself first before you decide that, okay, I really want to work on this marriage. So those are the two exceptions. But aside that, if you realize some compatibility issues and you really love this person, now, love goes beyond what you feel at this stage. It delves deeper into your decision, okay? So you need a very heavy dose of tolerance to make it work, okay? You need a heavy dose of communication, you need a heavy dose of humility, of looking at the positive side of that relationship. So what are the things that you love about this other person? What are the things that he is doing or she is doing well that I can latch on to while believing for a change in this other aspect, okay? So those are the things that you need to look out for in a marriage. So, but it's very difficult, really, in a marriage relationship, especially if you are the only one working on that relationship, you know? So I tell people that no matter how deep the love is, no matter how strong it is, any love that is constantly abused, that is constantly ignored, that is constantly battered, no matter how much your feelings or whatever it is or decision that you've made to hold on to this person, no matter how much you've said, I'm going to stay with this person, if you're constantly abused, it might get to a stage, and this is for those that are on the other side, it might get to a stage that the person will no longer care. Wow. And that's a very dangerous stage in any relationship. Wow. You know, that point that whatever you do, you know, doesn't concern me and all of that.
So I feel, I've always felt like anyone can grow to love someone else. I've always had that mindset that any woman can marry any man as long as they just decide to either overlook some issues and accept some other issues. I don't know if that mindset is wrong, but I feel like there's some kind of time frame, maybe in a relationship before marriage, that you use to find out if you are truly in love with this person and if you're truly compatible with this person. Yeah. So there's probably a young person right now watching, you know, wondering if it's really love. You know, so how do we actually define this love? What exactly is it to begin with?
Okay, so I kind of agree with you to a large extent, right? Love is more than what you feel, you know, it's more than the butterflies, you know, those butterflies and all that. It's more of a decision. But beyond that, as I said, there are certain things that you need to consider. Okay, do you have the same values? Okay. That's a very big one.
So like family values, religious values?
Yes, yes. So
what about bad habits?
Okay, let me talk about bad habits. So the thing is, we all have certain habits. For some people, it might just be that you're not very homely, you know, so that some of the things that you need to consider for you as a person. Can you handle someone that is not homely, right? You know, so you look at all those decisions, all those signs, and ask yourself, can I cope with this? Not that you get into that marriage and then decide that I want to change this person.
All right. So all these points that we've talked about today, next week, we're going to take them one after the other and continue this particular topic. I don't think it's enough to talk about it just for today. Please make sure you come back to us next week. And that's how we've started this particular topic. Is love enough? Tell us on social media what you think about this particular issue. Is love enough to sustain a relationship? Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria, and we'll look at all those comments and try and answer them next week. Wow. Okay, so MM has been having a lot of fun. I can hear a machine making a funny buzzing sound. The kitchen is up next.
All right, thank you very much, Titi. Yes, we've been having a lot of fun. Still in the celebration of World Frozen Yogurt Day. With me in the kitchen this morning is Ehime.
Hi guys,
Hi.
welcome back.
All right, guys, so we are making
Some granola.
Yeah, so actually we're making Greek yogurt, which so if you have been with us in the last hour, you'd have watched us make our yogurt. But we'll actually go through the process here so that we'll just catch them up on what they
awesome.
missed. Yeah. So let's just explain the process and where we're at right now. Then just move over to our granola.
So we made a batch of Greek yogurt from fresh Greek yogurt. We had some, so we have like our plant sweeteners and our milk to make the yogurt. So it's all fat-free, very healthy, and we poured it into the machine.
So now we're just going to wait for it to...
So it's in the freezing process.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting for it to freeze, we're going to make some healthy, yummy granola to go with that to make for a fantastic breakfast.
Okay.
So with our granola, one of the things that we're going to start with is oatmeal.
Oatmeal, yeah. I love oats.
So we have some oats.
Okay. Those
Fresh
are really
oats. So we're
big oats.
yeah.
Okay.
So we use some oats.
So we're actually making what our recipe this morning is pretty healthy.
Yes,
so
it's
you
very
have Greek
healthy.
yogurts, which is very high in protein.
Very high in protein.
And
very good for your body.
Very good for your body.
Has active life cultures, which is probiotics.
Yeah.
Which helps aid your digestion and boost your immunity.
Yeah.
So we're having some granola, which is also high in protein and high in fiber.
Yes, and it's very healthy for you if you're pregnant. Yeah. So granolas are a healthy option.
They are.
It also helps to reduce your cholesterol level.
It does.
And also help to manage your blood pressure.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. And it's a very great snack as well. You can make it and turn them into like really nice snackable things that you can have throughout the day if you ever feel kind of perkish.
So let's just get through the process quickly.
Yes, so awesome.
It's very easy actually.
So we have our granola, we have our ingredients, we have some olive oil. So we're going to be putting in some olive oil.
We have to measure that, yeah?
Yes, so we do measurements. We're going to use about a cup of olive oil.
Oh, that's a lot of oil. So from that up,
So what we do is that we use olive oil because it's a healthy type of oil. So we don't use anything that's not, so it's cold pressed olive oil to ensure that it's actually really healthy.
Okay. And then what's next?
So we have our vanilla to give it like a flavoring. So this is like natural vanilla.
Okay. So that is half teaspoon?
Yeah, so we're going to do 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons, okay. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. We had half a cup of olive oil.
Olive oil, and then we're going to do a pinch of salt, just to give it a flavor.
All right, so we're just going to basically toss our cinnamon in and our honey, yeah?
Yes, so we have cinnamon and honey as well.
Yes,
so we
have to go off quickly.
So we're just doing a little bit of cinnamon.
And put in our honey and mold that in and put it in the oven, yeah?
Yes.
Very easy, very easy. All right, we'll have to go. The second half of the show is about to begin, guys, so stay tuned. There's so much more on the show. Stay with us.
Everything is play with you. Just play.
You know what? Just love me. Please don't punish me. That's, just love me. Boss, you know what I'm talking about. It's an inside joke. But really.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The show is still Wake Up Nigeria. And as you can see, it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, it's been a whirlwind of activity so far on the show, and it's about to get better. If you're just tuning in just now, you're going to have to explain to us what you've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's past 8 o'clock.
Wake up.
Anyway, Yeah, it's time for Wake Up. And yeah, over the next 45 minutes, we're going to be giving you the very best of entertainment and some free yogurt if you can make it to the studio before 9 o'clock. Yeah.
My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
My name is Yomi Okwe. We're streaming live right now on Facebook. Don't forget, it's TVC Connect.
Yes,
and of course, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria for comments on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
So that hashtag is really important. Now, this is the month of love.
Yeah, so maybe you should
I have
go
my
over.
touch of red.
Yeah.
Where's your touch of red?
Not today.
You said you were doing.
Not today. We're keeping it holy.
Why?
Keeping it simple.
Okay. The red is now unholy. Why? Really? Okay, so
Because we don't understand the kind of love
there's
people
so
are
much
spreading.
happening though.
Yeah.
We're giving away a Valentine's experience to a lucky couple, so you need to stay tuned to find out more about that. Now, the Together for Needs initiative is a not-for-profit organization holding a charity food sale event, and we have Oluwatosin Ishola joining us to tell us a lot more about that.
All right, and from that, we'll move on to something the ladies are sure to love. The CEO of Le Chic, I like it, salon, Adenike Iwasokun, will be joining us for DIY on achieving, get this, the butterfly mermaid braid. I just learned something today. Butterfly mermaid braid.
Then our guest for the day is Nigerian Afro-pop artist, the one, the only, Humble Smith. All right, the month of love, people. The month of love.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm always curious to find out what the difference is between Valentine's Day before you were married and Valentine's Day now, especially for the women. So just start with MM.
Okay.
Is there a difference, or is still representing on Val's Day, like, you know, still making it happen?
Okay.
So
are the gifts bigger or smaller?
Anyone who knows my husband knows that he's a very lovable person.
Aww.
So there's no difference really. I mean, he just buys me things at random, not because he knows I love gifts.
Yeah.
So he could just see something he likes. Even if he doesn't get the opportunity to get it, he comes in like, oh my God, I just saw this really lovely dress. I think it would look beautiful on you. And I'm like, okay, you should have just bought it.
This guy's such a cool dude.
You don't come and tell me that you should cook.
All right.
Yeah,
So for me, gifting is not really my love language. Who was the coach that used to talk about love language? Gifts really don't do anything for me.
So somebody buys you something now?
Yeah, so sometimes I feel like I'm being purchased or something. You know, like my love is being bought. So I maybe it's from my younger days. Yeah. But the issue is, for me, it's time, attention, conversations.
Time, love, and tenderness.
That's really what, you know. So if you can give me a full day, a whole day.
That's your gift?
Yes.
Okay, so
Mary, no phone calls, no emails, just me and you, then I'm good.
Welcome back to the kitchen, people. With me is Ehime, CEO of Sweet Kiwi. All right, quickly, guys, we are making Greek yogurt and granola. And right now, our Greek yogurt is in the yogurt maker.
Yes.
About to be frozen, you right?
Yeah, it's already frozen,
It's
actually.
okay.
Yeah, so we have our frozen yogurt ready. We're just trying to get our granola ready.
Okay, so let's, what's in here?
So here we have our oats that we put in. So these are fresh oats. We have some cinnamon. We use some olive oil, which are cold pressed. They're very healthy. It's better than alternative types of oils like vegetable oil. This is actually better. It actually massages your insides and it doesn't clog up your arteries as well. We have some honey. This is actually pure honey, which we use. We use some vanilla flavoring as well to give it a flavor. And we put everything in here and mix it into a delicious, ready-to-bake granola. Here we go. So we're going to spread it on our baking sheet and then put it in the oven and bake. So
how long are we baking
so we bake for 20 minutes.
Okay.
We bake it for about 20 minutes. So we're spreading it
medium, high heat?
about 350 degrees centigrade.
Okay. And it's compulsory this goes into the oven?
It definitely has to go into the oven, because if you're making granola, the whole point of granola is that granola is baked oats. So you can mix it in with different things. You can put almonds in if you'd like to experiment a bit more.
I'd rather use dried fruits.
Yeah, so when you use dried fruits, you don't put it into the oven to bake.
Okay.
You kind of add them at the end, because if you bake the dried fruit, then they end up getting burnt.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So you put them in at the end.
Okay.
If you're going to use some dried fruits, I use different things. I use granola, I use pistachio sometimes.
Okay.
I use, and then whenever I want to add any type of dried fruit, like I use dried cherries or prunes as well.
Okay.
Those work, or dried grapes as well.
Okay.
Those work really well as well. But for just like a nice healthy breakfast, I try to keep the calorie count low. It's best to just do a natural, fresh granola with not a lot of extras.
Yeah. So this is very, very nutritious. It's very high in protein. It helps to aid your digestion. It helps to reduce your cholesterol level. It also helps to manage your blood pressure. And if you're pregnant, a granola is your best option. Yes.
It's very high in fiber. Fiber content is very high, which helps keep your metabolism
up. Yes. All right. So we're just going to toss this in the oven for 20 minutes, and I can't wait to taste our Greek yogurt. We'll be right back after this. There's so much more on the show. Stay with us.
Welcome again, and of course it's still Wake Up Nigeria. Now, Together for Needs Initiative is a not-for-profit organization with a vision to reduce poverty and bridge the gap of inequality in Nigerian communities. Now, as part of this mission statement, I have Oluwatosin Ishola here with me to tell us more about the charity food sale event they are having this Saturday at the Muri Okunola Park on the island. Thank you for joining us, Oluwatosin.
Thank you, Mary, for having me.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
So, Tosin, this food charity event, everybody is always interested in food. Okay, maybe not everybody. I am always interested in food.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Okay, so the charity food sale event is our fundraiser event, amongst many others that we have. Our idea is to make people do good by feeling good. Because previously people will come to you and say, give me money for this, give me money for that, and everyone is feeling overwhelmed by the requests that charities are bringing. And we are trying to think of other strategies to make people charitable without putting any pressure on them. So at the charity food sale event, we've partnered with amazing food vendors that are giving over 30% on every sale. Wow. So you buy a shawarma at 1,000 Naira, and they are giving us 300 Naira or 400 Naira on every sale. You've eaten your shawarma, you feel no pressure that you've contributed to charity, but you actually have done so. So
now,
that's
when people hear of charity food sale, you assume that what you would normally get for, say, 500 Naira, you end up paying 2,000 Naira for it. And then, of course, the excess goes to the charity. NGO. So what makes this one different from that? Okay,
so we've packaged this uniquely because we've worked with amazing food businesses and private, businesses who have given us amazing discounts.
There's even a discount?
Yes, so they've given us further discounts to their original prices so that this is easy for people to purchase at reasonable prices. And then beyond the food vendors, we have a fantastic line of activities on that day. We have a fantastic host.
Tell me about it.
Elos the Nam. We've got amazing vouchers to be won, spa deals, food voucher deals for Valentine's. We've got a comedian.
And all of them to be won?
Yes, on that day. So you've got to show up to participate.
So I get to eat food at a discount?
Absolutely.
I also get to give to charity.
Be entertained. Yes, you do.
And be entertained.
Yes.
And still win stuff for myself.
Amazing. That's why I said doing good and feeling good.
Okay, so because I'm a Nigerian, I'm wondering, is there a catch to this?
No, I think we're just the future. I like to describe Together for Needs as the future of NGOs. We don't do things traditionally the way it used to be done, where it feels burdensome or cumbersome. We try to simplify it and make life is easy, is it not?
It's supposed to be easier now.
We are making it easy.
Okay, so for me to access this, how much do I have to pay? Gate fee?
It's a free to attend event. So you can just walk into Muri Okunola Park. If you want to buy ice cream or smoothie, whatever you want to buy, it's going to be there at affordable rates. and that's it.
And I'll still be giving to charity.
That's all.
Wow. So when is this taking place? Where? What time to what time?
So it's holding on Saturday, February 9th, 2019. That's in 3 days at Muri Okonla Park in Victoria Island, just by the law school. Everyone knows it. Starting from about 10 o'clock till about 3 p.m. So it's just you shopping, eating. You can eat, rest, eat another thing, rest, but you're doing good.
Okay, so I assume there are restrooms around as well.
There are restrooms around the park.
Because that's very vital. Because
so
what you're about
you
to do to us is not nice.
Yeah, you will need it.
Eat, rest, and then go to the restroom.
Absolutely.
What a triangle.
I know.
So what else does your NGO do?
Okay, so the charity food sale event, like I said, is our fundraiser event, one of many that we do. But our core vision is reduced poverty and inequality in communities. We focus mainly on vulnerable groups, widows, orphans, persons with disabilities, and the elderly. Our mission is to provide social protection to them in the form of advocacy, in empowerment, and support, because we feel that any one of us could fall into this category someday. And there isn't any concrete or well-targeted social protection plan for everyone. I could move from being married to become a widow. I could move from having parents to become orphaned. I'm going to become elderly someday. I could be going back home now and have an accident and become disabled. So it should matter to all of us that there should be a plan, that someone who was living their normal life, things have changed, what benefits, what support exists. So that's what we're pushing for, advocacy for this group. But beyond that, we try to support everyone. So for the widows, we give them seed capital to finance businesses. For persons with disabilities, skills training and support, especially for female persons living with disabilities. For the elderly, medical and food aid, and for people, and for orphans, education grant support.
Yeah, so if you're wondering what your money or the percentage is going to be used for, now you have an idea of all this wonderful, amazing stuff that the money will do. Fantastic. So the food fair on Saturday? Okay.
So we can't wait to have everyone just show up and support us at the food fair. It's going to be an amazing time.
I can imagine.
We made sure that we had packaged so many things into it, so you don't feel like you wasted your time.
No, even if you don't package anything, the food is my interest, always my interest. All right, it's about time for that DIY. I must thank you, Oluwatosin Shola, for coming to the studio to join us. So it's about time for the hair DIY. Titi and Nike are on standby in the garden for us.
And we're in the garden. Yes, the sun is shining so bright. In fact, it's almost getting in my eyes. Hopefully you are comfortable.
We're good.
Yes, the CEO of Le Chic is here. Yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
So you are going to be showing us the butterfly mermaid braid?
Yes.
All right. So what are the things we need?
Okay, we need just a big attachment.
Attachment? The normal attachment you find in the market?
Yes, the normal attachment we find in the market. We need a couple of hairpins.
Hairpins, the big type or the small ones?
Both. You need the big and the small ones.
Okay. What
then
else
you need rubber bands, the big one and the small one also.
Okay, okay.
All right.
And then, of course, your comb, right?
Your comb, yeah. Basically, that's all.
So what have you done to this hair so far?
Okay, what I did already is to section the hair into two and just like did a normal braid. Okay. Just to give it some small brush so that we can just see the effect of the butterfly braid.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do we need to do next?
Okay, now what we need to do is I already took my attachment and I just braided it, just a basic braid like this. Okay. So what I did is I'm trying to achieve this look. Okay. So I'm just going to show you. I already braided this one down. So what I'm going to do is when you're braiding your attachments, you make sure it's not so tight. Okay. So that because we're still going to straighten it out.
Can you show us how to straighten it?
Yes. Okay. So what we're just going to do is we just take a whiff at it and just keep pulling it out. Okay. Can you help me hold it, please?
All right.
Thank you.
So I'm holding it.
So we just keep pulling it out. And don't mind if it is not so defined. Okay. That's the point of it.
All right.
So we just keep pulling it out like so. Can see it's already giving it a very beautiful
Yes, so it's getting wider and wider.
Yes, getting wider.
So you pull it all the way to the end,
all the way to the end. If you can't pull it all the way to the end, also it actually gives it another look. All right. But we just pull it all the way to the end.
Thanks for demonstrating that. So I know it must take quite a while to achieve this look. right?
Actually, no. I just braided it and then I just kept doing pulling it out. Fantastic. That's just the basic thing you do.
All right. So this is how it's supposed to look.
Yes, that's how it's going to look
when
you're done. So what I did here is, because this part of the braid is a little bit longer than this, so I made this one long. Okay. While this one is a little bit shorter. You can see the difference. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I took a pin, a very long pin, a longer pin than the basic pin. So you just put it into your attachment. Okay. Like that. Okay. Voila. All right. And what we're going to do now is, we just put the pin inside the hair.
Inside the hair, just
pin it in, like you're pinning your hair.
Okay, fantastic.
So we just keep pinning.
So all you're gonna do is just keep popping bobby pins into the hair.
So we just keep popping
it into the braid, right?
Into the braid
that's
of
under.
Exactly under the hair.
Okay.
So we just keep popping it just to secure it in place.
Oh, I hope it's not hurting. It is. Sorry, darling.
So sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Make sure you're careful when you're putting in your bobby pins. So you don't prick yourself or anything.
All right.
So we just keep pinning it in till you get down to the back of the braid. Sorry.
Easy, easy.
Okay.
I've always had issues with bobby pins, but okay. So
now we take this one. This one's at the side already.
Okay.
You can see the look of this first one.
All right.
Now we take the other one, and then we do the same thing with it. You get a big pin.
Okay.
And then you just put it into the attachment, the top of the attachment, like so.
Yeah.
Like that. And then we just do the same thing with the other side.
Okay, fantastic.
And then we just pin it also, like that.
Do you need any help with those pins?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. This reminds me of my modeling days when I used to have a hairstylist stick hundreds of bobby pins in my scalp.
Now that we have both hair pinned in together, we'll take, I really want to show you this part because it's a bit tricky.
Go ahead,
So we will take this end and then wrap it with the other end.
Come to the side, okay.
And then wrap it to the other end of the hair and just wrap it.
So you just tucked it?
Tuck it in.
Okay.
We just wrapped it. And then I take my rubber band. If you have a black rubber band, that's fine, but it's preferable you get a black rubber band.
Okay.
And we just like secure it in place.
Okay.
Very gently.
All right, right round the braid?
Right round the braid.
Okay. All right.
And then you take this to the side and you have your lovely, you can spread it out if you want, if you still feel like
it's not big enough.
It's not big enough or however you want it.
And you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
So if you have these standby in your house, like a big braid, and you just want something different, I guess you could do other things to this as well.
Yes,
right?
You can turn it into a halo braid.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you could just take this big one and just take it round the hair.
All right, then.
But if you are in a hurry and you need to go somewhere urgently, and then.
All right,
voila.
So you've taught me something new. Hopefully you have learned it too. Show us what your mermaid butterfly braids look like. Make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on social media. As soon as we see it, we'll be checking it out. We'll have to go on a short break now, but Wake Up Nigeria continues after this.
Too fine, no. See my own face, so I don't carry para come.
Oh my God.
The too fine. Everybody for here fine.
Well, you can hear his voice already.
Everybody for here fine. Makeup, rub powder, see their face. Everybody.
You know, but you're looking fresh now.
Even my guy said makeup. I know fine, no. I know fine where.
Just in case you don't know who's talking, I'm sure you do, but just in case, his name is Ekene Dilichukwu Ijemba.
Yes, sir.
Popularly known as Humble Smith. Now he's a Nigerian Afro pop recording artist. You know, he's amazing.
Now, recognition came calling when he released his single titled Osinachi. Now, the song won a nomination spot on Nigerian Entertainment Awards and, of course, won the hearts of Nigerians all over the world.
And if you don't know yet, he's got a new song out called Report My Case.
Hey.
Report My Case.
Look, that song is trending right now.
Like
I went on Instagram. I don't know, for some reason, it's only girls that are posting.
Report My Case.
Somebody else, yeah. Rude boy. Somebody report my case. Help me thank the Lord. Overnight he changed my story. Why I no go dance? Happiness they grow for my body.
You know why? Let me tell you why I love this song. Right?
Why?
The reason I love this song is because you said report my case, and it's almost like your testimony. Talking about your background and where you're coming from.
This is like, it's a senior brother to Osinachi.
Yeah.
You know? It's a testimony song.
Let me tell you something.
My case to God.
I'm telling you, let me tell you something. I mean, when I read your story, right, about when you came from a Boeing down to Asaba, you did some odd jobs, performing for free. Just tell us some of that story so that someone who's listening.
Started.
Yeah, so we've started. We're live.
Are you serious?
We're live on TV right now. You didn't know we're live. We're live now.
I love this program.
Tell us.
It's natural. So we're just trying to talk to us about this story of yours.
The story is long ago, very, very long. But the thing is this, that I give God the glory, trust me. You know, from Abakaliki, it was quite a long journey, you know. I started from Abakaliki anyway, you know, popularly known then as a moi moi seller.
Moi
you know,
moi
I hooked from primary 1 till I finished writing my WAEC.
You sold
I was
moi
writing WAEC and I was also selling moi moi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, the thing is this, we are Africans, you know, and we're hardworking. You don't need to sit and, you know, when you know that things are not going right, you're hungry and you're sitting down waiting on God to bless you. How? You need to work. So that's it. So me and my brothers, you know, we try to help the family, you know, so that we can all go to school, you know, be able to feed and all that. Then apart from the moi moi thing, me as a personal guy, you know, I also do one or two things. Then I used to make sandals, belts with leather, you know, palms, you know, for my fellow students to buy, you know. You know, all the things just to make one or two little money, you know, to be able to go to studio, record songs, you know.
So how did that discovery process happen? Who was the one that discovered you?
Yeah.
The truth is that my dad is a lover of music.
Okay.
My mom, she's a musician. You know, she sings in the choir till today. If my mama they sing for you, even say the choir people reach like 100, you must single my mom's voice out, you know.
Wow.
She's that golden, you know. So you see, it runs in the blood. So me growing up, I listened a lot to Bright Chimezi. My dad plays music all the time, you know. So the thing take over me.
Do you remember your mom's favorite song?
My mama too single.
Can you sing one of her songs?
Sing.
Can you sing one of her songs for us? Sing something you remember.
No, my mom, she always. That's why people say that Holmes Smith, you're more like a gospel artist, you know. So, but my mom, she always sings songs to praise God. Anytime, any day.
Give us one.
There's too plenty. Which I won't remember. Even they report my. As they sing and so safe.
Yeah.
Anything that gives God glory, my mom sings it. Okay, let me remember one of all those church songs. Imarani ya homere, njine kene ya. Imarani ya homere, njina jayama. My mama can sing this song.
That's a song right there for your mother. It's amazing. So eventually you came to, even before you came to Lagos, you were in Asaba. For a period of time where you were performing. You now started performing songs and doing more of performances, less
free
of
shows.
Free shows and less of the business.
They'll still bounce you.
So you did a lot of free shows. And this is to a lot of artists out there. You had to do a couple of free shows before you eventually get your big break.
Yeah, it happens like that. You know, from Abakaliki, after my WAEC, you know, I discovered that, man, I've done my part in Abakaliki. I need to step up. You know, no harm in trying, you know. So I had to leave Abakaliki. I left Abakaliki for Delta State, you know. Though I stopped by in different places, Onitsha, Enugu, you know. By the end of the day, Abakaliki, you know, Asaba. So there in Asaba, I now discovered that, man, when I did Abakaliki, easy.
Wow.
And now it's tough part because there's no mom, there's no dad there, you know. You're just all alone, you know. So you have to work extra. You need to work for you to eat. You understand? So then, I know the shame again. Shame come out.
Wow.
I do a lot. I dey go carry block. You know, they go collect site job. You know, cut grass. You know, get the money, get paid. You know, miss cement. You know, build fix gates and all those stuff. I do a whole lot of odd works, odd jobs, you know, just
And
to
it's,
raise
and
the
it's so
money.
amazing how humble he actually is. And his
It's
name is
Humble Smith,
Humble
man.
Smith.
And also Nollywood things, you know, I used to act there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know
but
what?
you know, say, based on the acting aspect, then I'm not that known, you know, and I know big, I know too fine. So they're not going to give me all those, you know, those nice roles, you know.
Yeah. All those Jamaican kind of roles.
I'm Bibo boy, you. I'm a businessman. If I do all these things, I'm not going to get any money. You know. So I had to join the crew.
Okay.
Yeah. I did more of camera work, booming, sound, lighting, you know.
I mean, this guy
props, props and sets, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Those ones you could do and finish after the job, they could pay you like 30K, 40K.
Wow.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
And I was making money.
We have to stop you there because I really want to hear about this new song.
Report My Case.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, oh my God, it's trending right now on Instagram.
That is why I'm happy though, you know. You can see I'm smiling since I came in.
Yeah.
Since I came in, you know, God, it's a great song. Report My Case featuring Rude Boy.
Okay.
Great song. You know, I recorded this song since 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, since 2016. But I believe God just told me, keep on, no worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will tell you when to drop the song. So this year is the right time.
And that song is a real testimony of your background and everything.
Somebody report my case, help me thank God. You know, report my case to God. Thank Him. He has done this for me. He has done this for me. I'm alive today. I have this, I have that. Thank God. You know, it's for everybody. Report your case to God. If you don't want to report, you can help you and report it.
You your agbada in the marketplace and dance. I was like, yeah, that's the man.
And also, the video was shot by Clarence Peters. You know, the song was produced by Mr. James, mixed and mastered by Zino Foster. You know, and dope song. Since we dropped the song, the video, my brother, if I wake up for morning, I will smile first.
I'm glad. So, are you going to do an a cappella version of the chorus now?
Somebody report my case, you. Help me thank the Lord. Overnight, He changed my story. Why I no go dance? Happiness, they grow for my body. I can't wait to. Amen, gwangwa, amen, arodachi. Okwima no na daba. Daba.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Are you serious?
Yes, we have
breakfast. There's breakfast there.
Are you sure?
There's frozen yogurts on standby for us.
On our daba, so we go to the kitchen. On our daba. Right daba that side.
All right.
All right, guys.
Hey.
This is Humble Smith.
I greet you. Oh, let me greet my chef.
Okay, so you want to greet chef? Oh, wow. Okay, you want to greet chef?
Hi. Who does food?
Nice to meet you. Yes, there's food. There's food.
Right. This is Ehime.
I'm Ehime.
Yeah.
This is MM.
MM.
Yeah. Praise God.
Hallelujah. Amen.
That's Mary.
Yeah, I'm humble.
Nice to meet you.
You can call me Showboy. You know.
Showboy. Welcome to our kitchen.
You can also call me Entice Rep 1.
He moves in Mopos now, only police.
Okay, so this morning, today we are celebrating World Frozen Yogurt Day. And Ehime, she's the CEO of Sweet Kiwi. She's, served us some of this delicious sweetness.
So here's a delicious
It was made
parfait.
here. That's the
That's the
machine at the
strawberry.
back.
Man.
Yeah, we made.
So parfait is like
we
made this this morning.
You're not part of it.
So Ehime, tell us what's in.
So this is
there.
a breakfast parfait made with Greek yogurt, granola, and fresh strawberries. So it's layered. So the bottom layer is the Greek yogurt. We have another layer of granola, another layer of strawberry, and then a layer of Greek yogurt, then topped with granola and strawberry.
Healthy food.
So try it and let us know what you think.
I wish I had a girlfriend.
You wish you had a girlfriend? Is that what you
We have been feeding her, Abby.
You're missing.
Oh. Did you say a girlfriend or your girlfriend? What did you say?
A girlfriend.
A girlfriend. So you don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a babe.
We should organize for you, Abby.
We should arrange for you.
Are you?
They're plenty. They're plenty.
They're plenty, true. They're plenty.
How do you like them though?
Are you free?
What do you? Oh, wow.
She saw she put her hand in the air.
Wow.
All right. So what do you
What
think?
do you think?
Thank you.
Humble Smith, man.
Wow.
You guys, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out Report My Case by Humble Smith.
Yeah, you're good.
Absolutely amazing
I'm in
song.
love.
Yeah. And we have to round off the show now. Big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on Wake Up
Sweet
Nigeria.
kiwi, yes.
And of course, a big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for the hairstyling. And we have had an amazing show today.
Yeah.
It was packed so much. If you missed it, go onto YouTube a bit later on. The whole show will be right there for you. Just check us out.
Big thank you to Ehime Akindele for, of course.
Thank you for this.
Thank
you.
More yoga for everyone.
Yeah.
We're coming here
So go out and have a
every morning.
A
Every morning.
great one.
Also,
a quick one.
Sweet Q is celebrating a world
That's free froyo.
Yeah, so there's free yogurt at Sweet Kiwi stores.
From 1 p.m.
From 1 to 4 p.m. today. So free yogurt, so make sure you go check it out on Admiralty Way.
Free yogurt.
In Lekki.
Yeah.
Free.
Yes, so
free yogurt. Only for 3 hours. Only for 3 hours. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. today.
1 p.m.
But I'm very curious about your type.
Now, I want to taste my own yogurt, so we have to wrap up. Make sure you make it a date with us tomorrow morning. It's going to be the Thursday edition from 7 a.m. Wake Up Nigeria.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.